Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Relay 2. I'm Nat. I'm joined in the booth here by Merp. Um, and today we have a high bracket match. This is Team 1 versus Team Bloodtrail. On Team 1, we have Molly, Infume, and Feinberg. On Team Bloodtrail, we have Automat, Lure, and Zajak. So, unfortunately, we do have a little bit of an issue. Molly is not online right now, so we are going to get started here in just a moment. Team Blood Trail is going to start running 116. We're going to give Molly 15 minutes to see if he is able to come online, and if not, we will. He will take a 90-minute forfeit. So, very unfortunate, not the way we wanted today's match to go, but it is what it is.
Indeed. This is on the bright side, at least this is an upper bracket match, so this won't knock, if they do end up taking a forfeit, it won't knock Team 1 out of the tournament, but this is definitely not what you want to see.
No, it really isn't. It's especially just like it's one of those things that it just makes for not a very fun match for anyone's team, and even Team Blood Trail. I'm sure it's not the way they would want to win this match, but kind of is what it
Honestly.
is. We did just get the countdown just now, so just waiting for them to start here, or I guess just Automat to start.
Just Automat. And once Automat begins, that'll be the 15-minute RTA timer. We're going to wait for Molly.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Automat will run 116.
But okay, since we are in 116, I do have to ask Merp, what bastion do you think it's going to be today?
Okay, I have not been following the trends in relay scene finding, if there have been any. Um, my instinct is that a housing would be nice, but I really, let me think. Okay, they're in an ocean. Honestly, as long as it's not like pad cap stables like triple nothing, I think Automat will figure it out. I'm
Um,
like still trying to get out of AA brain.
yeah, I feel like kind of what we've been seeing, pretty even spread of bastions throughout the tournament. Obviously, the least amount of stables, just because some stable seeds aren't even runnable with bad gap and whatever.
Right.
Um, but we what am I gonna guess today? I went 4 for 4 at one point, but then I lost my streak on the last
No.
match. So
Tragic.
yeah, or was it 3 for 3? I don't remember. Anyways, I'm gonna say I think we're gonna see Treasure. We haven't seen Treasure in a little bit. Feeling good about my Treasure guess.
Okay, okay. So you think treasure? I'm gonna stick with housing. I think.
Okay,
Um,
and if either of us are bad or wrong, I guess chat wins. Um,
true. Chat will win the match. We will end everything. Both teams end up going to the lower bracket. You know.
and I am. We're just gonna throw Infume's stream up on the main stream right now. He's just doing practice, so oh no, he's not doing practice. He's
He's writing Molly G in cobblestone. I think that says Molly G. That does indeed say Molly G. Oh my gosh. In the meantime, Automat has found his magma ravine. Gonna do the classic portal. Gosh, I feel like in a really weird way, it's been so long since everyone's been doing this portal, but it also still feels like this portal tech is new, you know?
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I was only half paying attention. Um, he
Relatable.
is struggling a little bit with this portal. Oh my goodness. Okay, finally getting another entry here. Just missed a piece of obby, I think. Um,
Yeah, lit himself on fire for a bit there. It's fine. Everything is fine. Infirm at least trying to get some end fight practice in while we wait for Mole J to maybe show up or maybe not. I'm really hoping this Bastion for Automa isn't through a wall. Um, can't see. I didn't quite see what he figured out from E-raying, but oh, maybe he's just going for food from these hoglins first.
yeah, it was a shipwreck seed, and there was pretty much no food in that shipwreck. So, unfortunately, is foodless, which can be a little bit of a challenge, especially, tournament. You don't want to play it totally crazy. You want to play it a little bit more safe. Um, we are going to see the Bastion here. So, yeah, it makes sense to kill some hoglins there to get some extra food before he enters the Bastion.
For sure. So we see him just really trying to. I guess he's digging up right now, either for a better vantage point or maybe
Yeah.
the Bastion is just up. Guess we'll find out soon. You see piglins on the subtitles. This is promising. Oh, we got a Bastion, and it is. I swear I know what this is.
I'm always scared of like saying the wrong thing and then just getting clowned on by chat for not saying the right Bastion type. Um,
I would have a guess by now, but I'm not gonna lie. The Discord restream has like 10 pixels by 20
oh
pixels.
no.
It's okay.
Okay.
It looks like a bridge from Automat's stream, which I have pulled up on the side.
Oh yes, this is
Yes, it
bridge.
is a
So we're
bridge.
both wrong. Chat wins here.
Fun talent.
Um, I
Congrats, chat. Sorry?
I was gonna say I do have. I don't know. Is both the both Discord streams are not good?
Let me check
Because there
the
is
other
two.
one. Yeah, they're both kind of meh, but it's okay. I can see most of what's going on.
Okay.
Um,
And yeah, it does look like um uh sorry, Automat is doing well here in this Bastion. Just starting trades here. Um, and uh, yeah, so far very clean run from Automat. No surprise there. Very strong runner. And we're in the upper bracket. These teams know what they're doing.
we do love watching him push that baby zombified piglin off the edge of the bastion to make sure that he can still get piglins. The casual like nudging off really made my day there. So at this point, I guess let's see. Rates are standardized, right? So he's just going to hold on to a bit of gold, wait and see how long it takes for him to get his 20 obby, maybe a stack or more of pearls, and enough string for beds. Um, do you think he'll get arrows and something for half bow, or will he? Oh, actually, he's leaving.
Oh,
Pearl hangings. He's pearl hanging.
nice.
I was
Nice.
gonna say he's leaving the bastion. He
Yeah,
is
that would
not doing
be.
that yet.
I assume, yeah, we will see Automat grabbing some arrows. I mean, after all, the um Automat Halfbow is named after him. Yeah, we do see he grabs a crossbow here in this bastion. So, not really any too surprised to see him doing that. He's, yeah, kind of generally tends to always go for the halfbow in his runs when it's a tournament match. So, glad to see that he's still making
Makes
that choice
sense.
here.
Makes total sense. The half bow is a much safer strat than waiting for a high roll perch. And in tournaments, you don't necessarily want to go for the fastest. Sometimes safe strats are the play.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, like we've seen again and again in this tournament, proof that the best policy is just not dying because we've seen a lot of runners on pretty good pace. Maybe they think they're behind, but they're actually, doing totally fine and then taking a death and kind of losing the match. We've Most of the matches, especially in round one, have just gone to one team over the other because of things like deaths. We haven't seen as many close matches, so yeah, it's good to play it a little bit safer.
That's the lesson from today, folks. Just don't die, forehead. Um, for those wondering what's happening on the left side, as we are coming up on 10 minutes of RTA, Molly G is nowhere to be found, which is concerning for multiple reasons. But in terms of the match here, we're going to wait until the clock on stream says 15 minutes RTA, and then Infume, whose stream we are watching right now, Infume will start their run, and we will assume that Molly G has taken a 90-minute forfeit.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just working on making a command too for you guys to make that more clear as new people come into the chat. But, yeah, unfortunate circumstances for our runners. Yeah, we do have Infume stream because rather have something going on than just a black screen. Um,
Yeah, so we've been watching Infume practice end fights and die a few times, while Automat is in this fortress, gonna mine out the Blaze spawner and wonder if maybe he doesn't have enough beds to Blaze bed, or maybe he's just thinking mining is good enough since it is an open spawner. How have you noticed if the spawn rates have been decent, or have you
Um,
been looking at other
he
things?
hasn't had the most amazing spawn rates. Nothing too bad, but there has been a couple of only triples and stuff, and doubles. So, not the fastest, but still okay. It looks like he is going to build a portal here. Does not have enough. Oh no, does have enough obby for double trouble, which is very nice. So we will see that in just a moment. On five rods, picks up his sixth and seventh right there. So
Oh, he might just go. Okay, that's a lot of beds.
I respect it. But better safe than sorry, I guess.
Heh, better safe than. I'm sorry.
Are you making fun of my accent, or are you?
No, I don't know what accent you have. I just thought it was funny that better sounds like beds.
Oh.
Anyway, I yeah, you made an unintentional pun and I laughed at it.
Well, yeah, that's my goal in life. I just need to be
Nice.
the dad joke maker for everyone here. Um,
Perfect. Love it.
so kind of interesting that Automat, because he spawned in an ocean but pretty close to a coast, he chose to actually pearl over to land to throw his second eye, instead of having to deal with jumping into the water and doing weird swimming and stuff. So I really like that play actually. And then is gonna have to swim back over to get back to his portal or boat.
Yeah, that makes total sense to me. Just trying to stay in one place in water is so irritating. Oh, he did not land that pearl. Okay. And there's a trident, dude. That is a trident flying past him right now. This is not what you want to see at all.
Run AA?
Oh
Question
God.
mark.
First things first, don't die.
Yes. That is not something. Okay, is gonna pillar up like that. Um, and should be able to make it over to his portal without getting knocked down. I hope. Um,
So his last pearl missed. So okay, cranking over water. We should have no issues here. He's not going to risk another pearl after the first one missed. Um, and things should go smoothly from here now.
yeah, and we should see him heading over to uh, his second portal cords. He did throw two eyes, so he should have 100% or close to 100% accuracy here on his calculator. So we should hopefully we should see a nice buy here from Automat.
I think so. Looking for a place to maybe dig in the wall, try and find a good spot for his portal, or try and find like the best way to get to his portal spot. Um, I wonder actually if pre-crafting the beds means he'll try for a zero cycle.
That's
Because I was
true.
thinking that 8 beds, or is that 9? I honestly couldn't get a good count. Um, but that is a lot of beds for the standard one cycle, especially for someone like Automat. He should be fine with 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, that would be really fun to see a zero cycle here from Automat. Um, the Team Bloodtrail is aware of what's going on for Team One, so I could see him, picking this round to do a zero cycle, since they have a little bit more leeway in uh, how they're uh, how safe they can play it.
Very true. Unfortunate circumstances, but something that, at least for Team Blood Trail, makes no sense to cry about. They'll just take advantage of the situation and move forward. But since we have hit 15 minutes on the clock, Infum is now starting the pre 1.9 run. Is this 1.8 or 1.7? Do you know?
Infume runs 1.7. We do give runners the option to play either, because we use world files for this version, so they can play 1.7 or 1.8. But we've seen pretty much most runners in this tournament playing on 1.7. Infume is a 1.7 main. He does not really touch 1.8. So, yeah, we're going to see 1.7 here. And I believe Lure plays 1.7 as well, so.
Alrighty, well, we'll see. I guess we'll see how Infume's run goes. He's in a bit of an awkward situation today, just like with Molly not showing up. He's just kind of vibing alone right now.
Yeah, Automat taking a hunger reset here in this stronghold, and then is going to start navving. No preemptive mat here from Nav from Automat. We have been seeing it used a lot more in these tournaments, but there is still a few runners who haven't learned it yet. Oh, finds portal
True.
room though.
Well, that's a portal room. And he is running away from the portal room?
Is he missing something? Oh, he's looking for food.
Food? Ah, food. That makes sense. Zero cycle is quite pearl heavy if he does indeed go for that.
And he is
So that's
placing a safety bed too, so I definitely think zero cycle is what he's going to try and do here.
Yep, we see the pearl one. Alrighty, where's the dragon? I don't actually. Oh, nope, not zero
No
cycling.
cycle. Yeah, just placing that safety bed just to be safe. So, and we are going to, of course, see an automat info come up from automat.
Wow, I wonder who invented the automat half bow.
Probably some random person. Definitely not automat.
Definitely not automat. Alright. I do like. I know that people do this sometimes with like full bow as well, but I just really like the stacking up in the middle on the pillar thing. It makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, and it's a lot more efficient than doing ground half bow. Sometimes, if you do ground half bow improperly, you're actually not really helping with perch RNG at all. So, um, yeah, automatic half bow is kind of the easiest way to efficiently uh, get half of those towers down without messing up the dragon's perch RNG.
So true. And Automat is running in. Is that a perch?
Wow, very quick
Very
perch there.
speedy. All
Um,
right.
oh, not the best beds. Oh no. On that.
That
Okay, does still finish it. Needed some of
was
those
six
extra beds.
beds. That was six beds. Not what you love to see, but if it works, it works. In the meantime, Infume trying to tame a horse.
We are gonna see some horse rods here from Infume. We have
Yo?
not seen those in a while. But yeah, you can use horses to get to the stronghold quicker if you get a saddle in your temple. So
The last time I seriously saw someone go for horse strats was when this channel hosted a 114 tournament like a year and a half ago. So,
I
you
think
know what? I'm all for it.
I love it. Oh,
Yeah, and in the meantime, on the other screen, Lure has started, heads to the same cave that Infume was at earlier, getting the stone, grabbing some iron, gonna just get all of his stuff smelted and be on their way. Infume is running around alternating between shearing sheep for wool for beds, grabbing his horse again, getting some leaves, bit of running around all over the place, but just getting ready, hopefully for first day nether. I would very much like to see a first day nether from both sides if they can. Alrighty, Lore is done hanging out in the cave, smacks a chicken or two on his way out, and is going to start presumably the same preparations that Infume is doing. Although no horse, so in pre 1.9, world spawn can end up being closer to the stronghold than in a lot of previous versions, especially given how much the runners have to travel sometimes to get to a nice tower making location. So we'll see whether or not the horse pays off for Infume. It looks like maybe 30 seconds worth of time that he spent taming it, but we'll see what the travel is like. In the meantime, heading into the nether, going towards the fortress, sees it immediately. This is a super nice spawn. The relay seed finders are good at what they do, and people should appreciate them more. If you see a relay seed finder, tell them you love them because you should. And if you don't, you're wrong. I'm sorry. That's just how it is.
I agree 100%. See, relay staff, my beloved. Everyone's working so hard on this tournament, and yeah, it's really awesome. Um,
Absolutely true. Unfortunately, these skeletons in the fortress are also working hard at harassing Infume, but finally makes their way to a blaze spawner, waits for them to shoot all their fireballs, and is just gonna go at it.
yeah, and we do see Infume is I was just oh my god, his timer is so small. Can we not do timers the size of a pea, please? But he is at 6:30 IGT. So had a fairly quick overworld, even including having to tame that horse. So we should see a pretty good time of another leave here for Infume. And Lure is should be heading into the nether here pretty shortly. Um,
So I admit I know a bit less about Free 1.9 than some other versions. Although I'm pretty sure this is before the combat update, right? So runners should mostly be spam clicking blazes. I was
yes.
surprised to see Infume It looks like he's waiting for a cooldown and going specifically for crits instead of spam clicking. Do you have any idea why that would be?
Oh no, he is still spam clicking. Yeah, so pretty much the way combat works in this version is you can still crit with a jump. Oh no, Infume taking some damage here. But uh, spam clicking does work as well. So we often see runners doing a jump for that first crit and then spam clicking to do the rest of the damage.
Gotcha, gotcha. Lore, as you said, entering the Nether now, just, well, maybe? Getting this one, getting a tiny bit more food before entering the Nether, but their Nether portal is indeed built and ready to go. Um, just gonna get another like 10 or so pigs, maybe 20. Okay, finally heading into the Nether.
And Infume, it looks like just finishing the last of his rods, is heading out here at 8 minutes, heading back to his portal and is going to start tower. Now at 8:30, he has a little bit of extra time before he can start tower. We see most runners start around 9:30. So we'll see if he decides to try and push cords here a little bit before he starts building.
I'm thinking the horse might. The horse is nice because he can actually check out more of the desert to figure out where he wants to build his tower. Looks like he's got a nice flat section here, but surrounded by hills. I don't know if he'll go for it. Um, okay, I guess he'll hang out here.
Yeah, gonna throw this horse in a hole to make sure it doesn't get killed by mobs overnight.
I did not realize that was what he was doing, and I love it.
I'm enjoying this. I love some horse strats. I think yeah, they're really fun. They bring me some joy. Hopefully there's not a lot of ocean travel to get to the stronghold though, because then it is a big time
Oh,
loss for
no
Impune.
way. I hope not. Ocean travel in 3.1.9 is painful.
Yeah,
Like, I know
it's not the
there are
best.
boats, but oh my god. Oh boy. Lure hanging around this fortress. Half health, not ideal. Still has some food, but what are they? Okay. Maybe checking out. Looks like they're checking out the second spawner, I think. Or maybe I'm just hallucinating. Both are possible. By the
Yeah, I'm
way,
not sure. Um, we do see Lore with a different blaze set up here than Infume. We saw Infume has those two blocks right out in front to kind of hide behind while blazes spawn, whereas Lore does not have anything set up. He kind of is just going in, trying to kill those blazes before they even have a chance to fireball, or dodging all the way out and behind, like we see just now. But
right. This is the longer version of, I think, what some people have been calling Sea Skull setup, which I personally, that's my favorite, where you put two blocks, or like you make little 2 block walls, 2 block high walls on the left side and the right side. So there's only a 1 block gap for them to shoot you through.
mhm.
Personally, that's my favorite setup. But yeah, seems like this is working for Lore. He has a nice little corner, does some crafting while he waits for spawns, as well as mining gravel for flint. Mining gravel for flint is super important in pre 1.9 for those who are less familiar with the version, because you really want arrows for the pre 1.9 end fight. Like, you really, really, really want arrows, and you have to craft them in this version. Just trading for them or finding them is not really viable.
Yeah. And we do see Lore taking an exit here. Um, yeah, played that blaze fight very well. A lot of runners don't do that kind of setup because it's a little bit more difficult not having those blocks to hide behind right next to the spawner. So very clean end fight from Lore. Not really surprised to see that. A very strong runner. So
Very, very true. And this is going to be about an 8:40, 8:50 exit from Lure, so not that far behind, really, all things considered. Even though Infume has already done a couple cycles on his tower. Is cycles even the right word? But well, he's gone up and down a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it that way.
I feel like calling it a cycle makes sense. I, I don't know. Does
Maybe.
chaos have have anything to say against that? Um,
Chaos apparently has something to say about Aerolus being viable. I
Chaos. Okay, so for those of
is
you
that
who are not as into Pre-19, Chaos has been working on some new end fight tech, which basically you change, you have different distance away from your bed where you explode, and like you have to kind of move away from the dragon after you explode the bed, and the idea is it will manipulate the dragon so that it charges more often, and like more back to back. So ideally, once that strat is fully developed, airless is viable, because you get so many charges in a row that
huh?
yeah, but it's definitely not fully fleshed out yet. Most runners, we haven't really been seeing them using Chaos and Tech at all, but hopefully it'll be something really good to see in the next little while.
I hope so as well. Free 1.9 end fights, as we saw Infume practicing earlier, can be quite an adventure. So anything to speed those up is very interesting indeed. All right, so Infume heading down to check Pearl count. It looks like some portion of the way through the night. Looks like about 14-ish minutes. Meanwhile, Lore is nearing 11 minutes, hitting the top of their tower at the perfect time to fall asleep. Very nicely done. And they're going to start their perpetual falling. It's not perpetual, but you know.
Yeah, I did not see how many pearls Infume had when he dropped down to check. I think it was still single digits though. So, uh, yeah, gonna hang out a little bit longer. Laura digging down here, and is about to start tower as well. I still did not catch those pearls,
I did not catch that either.
but is
Mm.
taking a leave, so obviously was enough for Infume.
Alrighty.
That was a very clean tower split here from Infume, leaving tower at about 15 minutes IGT. That's a really great tower leave here.
Yeah, this is really promising. Plus, with the horse waiting, hopefully the travel will be on land, is what he's hoping. Let's see, crafting some beds
Can you
and a
see how many pearls
boat.
that is? I can't
No,
tell.
I
It's
I
one
see.
something. Oh,
I
it's
would hope it's at
13.
least double digits. Okay,
Okay.
13 makes sense. I don't check your Discord DMs. I sent you a picture of what Infume's
Oh
timer
no.
looks like for me. It's yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. It's barely better for me. So
Yeah, like I'm not that upset. I can make out most of the numbers, but like I do find it extraordinarily entertaining.
yeah, I don't know. I've been having issues with my Discord streams, but I don't really know what to do to fix it.
No worries. It be like that sometimes. But seems like this horse is pretty speedy. Decently speed. Definitely faster than running. But
Yeah, pretty much horses can be a good time save as long as you don't have to cross too much water. It is causing Impune to drop a lot of frames though. It's a little bit of a
this is
slideshow
fine.
going on.
This is fine.
It's great.
Everything is fine. Slideshows are although okay, so riding through that village, was that village there before? Okay, it was obviously there before, but like did he go to it before?
Um, I don't think so. They did. I do believe his pearl went back past spawn. Um, so it's a good thing he didn't push cords into that desert because he would have been pushing away from the
Mm,
stronghold. But yeah, I don't think he went to that village. No.
Looks like Infume has given up on the horse here. This savannah is just a bit too hilly. Not worth the. Oh, that's a pearl going down. Okay.
Does
And a
see
pearl
a
break.
break, but is only one break, so is going to be fine on eyes. And yeah, we're going to see Infume entering the stronghold here in just a moment.
In the meantime, Lore is around 14, 20, 30 IGT, still trying to get some Endermen. I don't know if they've checked for their pearl count yet, but hopefully they will do so soon. And we'll see if they can get a similarly early tower leave. And there's the portal room for Infume for those. As a reminder, in pre 1.9, the eye points straight to the portal room instead of the starter staircase of the stronghold. And so there was no navigation really.
No. Yeah, that is the one nice thing about pre 1.9 is you don't have to do navigation. And yeah, this could very much be a sub 20 from Infume as long as he gets a quick end fight here. Only at 18 minutes IGT, so this is a really, really good run for Infume.
Charge number one looks decent.
Oh,
Uh,
very good damage on that second bed there.
let's see. Looks like in terms of end towers, we're doing all right. I don't see New York City, thankfully. That third bed, damn. Okay. So, let's see. One or two more charges should do it, it looks like. Alrighty. I have to admit, I can't read the timer for shit right now.
That's
How
very
are we
fair.
doing for sub 20?
We're just about 19 minutes here. So I definitely think we're going to see a sub 20 here from Impium, which is, yeah, very, very exciting. Not surprised to see it from Infume. He's a very, very strong runner. So, yeah, really, really impressive. And he does finish the dragon there. Very nice run from Infume. And we're going to swap over to 114 here in just a moment.
Absolutely insane to get a sub 20 in a tournament. Yes, the seeds are nice, but that's still a super impressive show of skill. Massive congrats to Infume. And we switch over now to 114 with Feinberg on the left. In the meantime,
Blacksmith,
Lure has
yes.
still been at his tower.
Jungle. I wonder if
We're
jungle is
approaching
good.
17
enough trees
minutes.
in, like,
Not
proximity.
terrible, but a
And
little
leaves
bit
get
concerning.
annoying.
I'm wondering
I wonder if
what
anyone's
their
ever
pearl
done
count
a
is at the moment.
classic 114 run with the jungle.
Oh, stream audio.
Oh no.
Did Feinberg replace us?
Oh no. Hold on. Sorry
Wait,
about
I can
that,
find
you
the audio
guys.
for it.
There we go. That should be better. Apologies about
Hello?
that. Okay.
Hello?
I know they can still hear you. I just
Oh.
I muted the Feinberg's seed was run asynchronously, so I muted the VOD for myself, but not for stream. So
It'd be like that.
it's okay. We're doing great. Fixed that.
Sorry, chat. We're not listening to Feinberg today. Unfortunately, no Feinberg in the booth. On the bright side, Lure's left his tower.
Yes. I didn't see how many pearls he had there. I think quite a bit though. I think I saw 7 in his inventory and 9 in his hotbar. So, plenty of pearls here, and we know it's a 2-eye, so we should have no problems for Lure.
Yeah, that is indeed 7 eyes in his hotbar at the moment. Feinberg has found his desert temple, currently heading out of it. Let's see. Hopefully we'll head to... Okay, there's a desert village here, so we should be expecting a dark oak nearby, I would hope. Either that or an intended savannah village for him to blow up all of his stuffs.
Yes, and we do see Lure running to the stronghold here. I think, based on the distance and kind of the type of terrain that this stronghold was at, I think that Infume's horse was actually a time save in the end, which is really fun. It's kind of a hit or miss. Sometimes it's a time save, sometimes it isn't. But in this case, it was. We're seeing Lore taking a bit more time than Infume did to run to the stronghold.
True. I want to say this portal room is near this mountain area, maybe, or is
Yeah,
it
I
the
think it's
next
kind of
one?
that next hill over. Um,
All right, well, we'll see how Laura's triangulation split goes. Hopefully, they find the portal soon. Fine, in the meantime, grabbing some gravel, I want to say, from under the river. Going to be setting up his Fletcher in this village to trade for emeralds as well as, what is the word? Perhaps arrows and a bow. Um,
yes.
Not sure if that's. Ooh, okay.
But yeah, usually we'll see in 114, we'll see runners, they don't really start getting things set up for trading until after they've gone to the nether. Because
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you have to wait until, or all of these runners here are doing 2 day trading, so, or day 2 trading, not 2 day trading. um and yeah, so we're gonna see another entry first, and then we'll see some explosions, and then some trading.
Yep. I actually didn't notice where the dark oak was in relation to that village and temple, so I'm hoping it's close by. Otherwise, we may see an interesting find, might have to run around a bit. In the meantime, let's see. Lore's in the portal room, blocks off the silverfish spawner. I almost said blaze spawner. Blocks off the silverfish spawner, got some beds and some arrows and a bow. And oh my god, he had 2 like broken bows in inventory and he crafted a new one. This is amazing. Anyway, uh, and entering the end. So we're looking at about 2130 here for lore enter. Certainly nothing to scoff at. And we hope this end fight goes smoothly. Feinberg, in the meantime, exploring the fortress, trying to find a blaze spawner. Um, Having to run around quite a bit. Not ideal, especially because even though with day 2 trading, like technically as long as runners exit before it turns the next morning, it's okay. It still ends up being time loss in the run overall. So let's see. We do see a shield come out from Feinberg, 114 compared to 116. Doesn't have an easy way to access fire res. And so the shield is probably one of the safer strats to go in terms of the blaze fight. We do see a top, whatever the word is, blaze bed from Fine as well. And yeah, puts
Yeah,
out like half fire.
that's a nice play. We don't often see, or not often, we don't always see runners blaze betting in this version. So I think, partially sometimes, I mean, people made this version before blaze betting was super, super common, but it is a really nice play to see. I think it makes a lot of sense right here. So I'm glad to see that Feinberg made that play.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's working out well for him, these blaze spawns. Even though he couldn't get rid of all the fire, these blaze spawns have been pretty nice, it seems.
Is he out already?
That is indeed what it looks like.
Wow, that was a quick nether split here from Feinberg. Um, Very nice to see.
Yeah. We don't have a timer on
He
the
does
screen,
not
do
have a
we?
timer, no. So we'll just have to kind of guesstimate based on our RTA timer here. Meanwhile, Lure almost finished with this dragon. Just a tiny bit of health left. Gonna try and finish it off with the bow. Hopefully it won't recharge too much before he's able to finish it off.
Yeah, he did get one crystal while aiming for the dragon, so if he can hit this dragon, because I swear it looks like it's on 2 health right now.
I know he keeps
That's
missing
gotta
these.
be the
Okay,
most
there we
aggravating.
go. Gets the final bow here.
Hey!
Finishing off. Good run here from Lore. It's gonna be a sub 25.
We see a pearl up and ends up not working that great for him. He's under the bedrock fountain, so like a 2 second time loss. But here we are with Sajak starting 114. And now everyone, we're on the last version for both teams, ignoring the fact that Molly G is missing, and as a result, Team 1 has taken a 90-minute forfeit time on 116. But yeah, it happens.
Yeah, very unfortunate circumstances for Team 1. Especially, I would feel less bad if Infume hadn't had such a clean 1-7 run. And so far, this run is going really well for Feinberg as well. So, definitely unfortunate circumstances.
It would also be a lot less bad if Fine was able to be here right now and it wasn't just Infume alone in VC with the
I
referee.
know, poor Infume all alone.
All alone, Molly doesn't show up. They have no moral support, no like help checking their pearls. Still pull out the sub 20 and it looks like tournament record. Absolutely insane. Um, Wait, they're in a plains village. I swear there was a desert village at some point in the seed.
There was. Yeah, no, there definitely was.
Oh, wait, but there was no. It's fine. Did start at the plains village. Wait, okay. So where are they trading, and where's the? Is it okay? I found. I see the dark oak on fine screen. We're good. I was slightly concerned. Oh, I like to
Am I
play.
imagining this desert village? Was there no desert village at all? Or
No, there was one.
okay,
I swear.
okay.
I swear.
I was like,
I
am
saw
I
one
losing my
too.
mind? Like,
I swear I saw one.
okay.
Unrelatedly, it looks like Fine had plenty of flint to start with, but I do enjoy that he's using gravel to build up his towers or like to build up to places TNT on because TNT could drop the gravel as flint, I want to say. Like
Yes.
that is a possibility. And I don't know. I'm a big fan of like the half-second times, micro time saves.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a nice play that we've seen from good runners to use gravel instead of dirt there to get that extra flint and not have to mine it. We occasionally will even see runners use, if they have extra TNT, use a TNT to explode a patch of gravel. But this is definitely a good time save here. Micro, but still pretty nice.
Another like micro time save for Feinberg here, using the creeper to get a tiny bit of extra wood. And we see him sleep now. So that fast nether split actually meant that he got to do most of his explosions before night. That means that in the approximately what minute 30 he has right now before villagers are willing to start trading, he can get all of his inventory sorted, finish what 2 more explosions, and
Mm-hmm.
he's just in a really good place right now.
Yeah, pretty much Feinberg is playing the seed as fast as you possibly can, pushing right up against the pace blockers of this version. So, very clean run so far for Feinberg. We're going to see Zajac doing exactly what I was just talking about, using some extra TNT to get some gravel. And then we
Yeah.
should see another entry pretty shortly here from Zajac.
Is that double digits of TNT in their hotbar right now for Sajak?
Yes, there was 12 TNT because of that extra gunpowder in the
The
temple.
extra gunpowder.
Yeah.
That does make sense. Because I was going to say, like, in combination with dark oak and having so much extra gunpowder in the temple, I'm a little surprised to see that Fine went for blaze bed on the blaze spawner instead of using TNT. Um, I know T. I want to say T-Wags is a pretty big fan of using TNT as opposed to beds. The main advantage being that When beds explode, they leave a ton of fire, and TNT just doesn't. It's much cleaner in that respect. It doesn't look like they're short on beds, what with a plains village and a desert village nearby, but oh, and a free brewing stand in that plains village. What a nice. That's just yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good moment.
Yeah, and it looks like Fine is actually going for triple Fletcher here, because he got that extra flint.
Sheesh.
So that's very clean there.
All right. Fun facts from chat. Apparently, our American rating of the names is just 1,000% wrong, which like I kind of had a sense that it would be 1,000% wrong,
Oh
but
yeah,
chat is telling us that Zayats might be closer to
Zayats.
how it's
Okay,
supposed to be
sounds
pronounced.
good. All right, sorry about that. Too American.
Sorry, we're too American. We're sorry. Okay. So Zayats, instead of going for the shield, uh, opts for actually the setup I was talking about when we were watching Infum do pre 1.9 earlier, just the two blocks on either side. This is a setup that I associate personally with Sea Skull. I think a bunch of others do too, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah. Um, Good play. We've seen kind of a mixture of shield and non-shield users in this version, in this tournament. It's mostly personal preference. Generally, shield is safer, but some runners do find that they work better without a shield. So, yeah, doing C-School setup here is very reasonable.
Yeah, it's nice. It's approximately one sprint. It's like not quite even the full length of a sprint jump to get from one end to the other. Is one of the, oh, okay. Looks like in that case, C-School setup did not pay off. Really tragic. Um, let's see. Okay. I so I'm just gonna be I'm gonna distract myself from how sad I am about that death by looking at chat, still trying to tell us how to pronounce this name.
We've started a discussion. We'll have to ask him during the interview how exactly he wants us to pronounce his name. Feinberg
Yeah.
getting a lot of pearls. I don't know if you saw that, but he has 18 pearls. That is a lot for this version. We did see that he was able to get actually more wood than usual because of the extra TNT. So lots of pearls here. No worries about that from Feinberg. I did not see if he picked up a bow and arrows. I hope he did, but I could also see Feinberg being the type of player who does not. Oh no, I do see a bow there, so yeah.
On the one hand, I feel like he's the type of player to not do that, but I also feel like he would be the type of person to go shieldless in 114, and the fact that he did make a shield makes me think that because it's a tournament, he's going for the safer, more reliable strats, which I do respect.
So as we're talking about that, he actually forgot his beds in the village and started running towards the stronghold. Realized he didn't have beds and had
Wait,
to run back.
wait, what is he doing? What is happening? He's murdering sheep. All right,
Does,
that's where we at.
did
He forgot to.
How does he not have enough beds? There's 2 villages in this seed.
Is that a jungle?
Yes.
I'm leaving.
Zayak heading back to or out of the nether, or yes, out of the nether here, was able to recover his stuff for from after that death. Going to be exiting here, still only at 9 minutes IGT, so still with totally plenty of time to head over to the Dark Oak before night.
Yeah, let's see. Getting some flint mined. hopefully on the way towards the Dark Oak. Fine, meanwhile, just working his way through this jungle. Jungle is just really sucky terrain for when you're trying to find a stronghold. Yeah, it just sucks.
It's leggy,
So
it's annoying to travel through, it's just
the
not a great
vines
biome.
interrupt your sprint jumping, and yeah, it just sucks. The other thing was though, on the one hand, like Fi getting 18 pearls, which you mentioned a while ago, like is pretty crazy for 114. But if we think about it, Dark Oak is just kind of really, really nice for all of that. Um, if I remember the numbers correctly, Mr. T-Wags estimates that a good TNT can get you about 40 to 60 logs from a Dark Oak. And that's what, 10 to 15 emeralds? Which is, oh, this is hard. Like 2 to 3 pearls.
Yeah.
Kind of a lot
That's
from one TNT.
yeah, definitely a lot. And not to mention Dark Oak is nice because there's just easier to inventory manage as well. You don't have like 6 different types of wood you're dealing with.
Oh my god, so true.
Yeah. Someone was asking, is this the reason 114s are Dark Oak and not Village? No, we have had a couple of Village seeds. We've mostly been doing Dark Oak just because they're a lot easier to seed find for.
So true.
And so there's just a higher quantity of Dark Oak seeds than Village seeds.
The one time I tried 114 seed finding, I swear to God, I got the tiniest villages you've ever seen. Like 3 houses with only one of them having enough wood to be worth blowing up. And yeah, it's just a pain.
Yeah.
So Dark Oak is much more reliable in that sense. Fine is still speeding his way through this forest biome now. I cannot believe he had to go through the entire jungle. And okay, wait. Ficus Philip in chat telling us Zions?
Wait, what?
Question mark? For the name pronunciation.
Let me scroll up.
Zions? Question mark?
I don't know.
That
was almost perfect. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh shit.
You're
Okay,
we're learning.
We can do this. We can do this. We are not too American to learn. Alrighty, we see a double Fletcher setup over here from Zions. And a cleric somewhere, hopefully. Oh, I think chat was saying that this is where Fine got a bit lost. The part where you toss out your entire, like half your inventory to make room for sticks, seems like he just forgot to pick all that stuff back up.
Yes, that was exactly what happened to Feinberg. Luckily, he did not get too far away from the village before he realized he didn't have beds and turned around. That would be very unfortunate. We do see Fine coming up onto the stronghold here. It looks like it is ocean exposed, which is very, very nice for these runners. I don't know if the portal room is exposed. It might be right here. We'll see.
Hopefully.
No, it's not the portal room. So is going to, looks like, swim back up, see if he can find it. If not, he will have to nav this stronghold, unfortunately.
Yeah, at least there is a nice open entryway for him to go in, and a skeleton or 2, and a zombie or 5 waiting to say hello. That is the thing with Ocean Exposed Stronghold. He finds a library, not helpful for him right now. Ocean Exposed Strongholds have a pretty high concentration of mobs because there's just so much water that they can't spawn anywhere else in the chunk. So stepping into the library to heal up, good move in my opinion. Trying to just speed through this stronghold nav and get himself to a safe place as quickly as possible. Also, all of the lovely people in chat trying to teach us how to say Zion's name correctly are getting timed out for writing the A with the thingy under it.
Apologies. Yeah, we have that set up. Makes moderating a little bit easier.
Yeah,
But yeah.
sorry, chat. But anyway, Science just trapped this cleric in their house or building house thing. I am entertained. We also see a boatload of pearls there for them. Um, and hopefully, they should be on their way to the stronghold soon.
Yeah, I've been kind of more paid attention to Fine's nabbing here, so, I believe he has enough pearls now, correct?
You mean Zion's?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Um, they're on their way out, just grabbing a couple beds before leaving. Not doing the same thing Feinberg did. This stronghold is being absolutely brutal.
Yeah, it has this ravine down the middle of it, which makes it. Oh, and Fine
Oh,
actually.
he,
Fine supporter room, not through normal nav, just through the exposed cave there. But is going to be a 2-eye, and we are going to see an end enter here from Feinberg.
oh my god, Science is punching the wool from the to get beds. All
Oh
right,
no.
okay, so 114 has some of the funniest. Okay, I guess it's not like super hilarious, but one of my favorite things in 114 is the blue beds,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So let's say you're low on beds and you need some. You take the lapis that you got from the cleric, turn it and use it as blue dye to dye every single sheep you see blue.
Mhm.
And then you get blue beds because you know how like sheep that spawn in naturally, most of them are white, but you get some gray ones, some black ones, some brown ones. And in 114, you can't use different colors of wool to craft a bed like you can in 1.7 or 1.8.
Yeah.
So blue beds is just one of my favorite things in
Also,
existence.
side note, we do see Feinberg actually going for the classic jump slab cycle. We have not really been seeing many people using this end fight. Mostly we've been seeing either double bucket or waterlogged slabs. So,
That does make sense, yeah.
yeah, so very fun to see. A bit of an older strat. So we'll see how this goes for Feinberg.
In the meantime, Zion's struggling with this jungle, as Fine had to do earlier. Yeah, it's just a slog, but they will get through it soon. Fine has just been messing around, crafted light blue dye, and dyed his beds light blue for funsies, made like 8 crafting tables while he's waiting. Just generally hanging out. I don't know if he shot any crystals down, though. I was looking at
No,
Lord
we
or
didn't see any. We didn't see any arrows coming out here from Feinberg. I do believe he has a bow. I don't know how many arrows he picked up. I guess he just saved it for in case something goes wrong with this end fight. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. If you have it, why wouldn't you use it? But that's fine. And we,
Oh, chat pointing out the Ukraine beds.
yeah,
I actually did not notice that with the colors. Alrighty, we see that looks like a 4 plus a bit, 4 plus 1 cycle from Feinberg with the OG slab cycle. Very nice to see, especially as someone who doesn't main 114. GG's to him on the
nice.
finish.
Yeah. Um,
Alrighty, and now we're gonna settle in and focus on Zion's because even though Fine was theoretically the last runner on Team One, we yeah, Molly. For those in chat who weren't here at the start, Molly G has not yet been located. So Team 1 waited 15 minutes in RTA for Molly to show up. He did not, and so they have taken a 90-minute penalty. But Infume and Feinberg were allowed to run as well. So right now, Zion still has about maybe like 70-ish minutes of leeway to go. And so hopefully, well, they won't need it, but we're going to see them just head towards the stronghold and finish it out strong.
Yeah, so for those asking how much Zayat, wait, did I say that right?
Science?
Zion's. Okay, there we go. As to finish, it's pretty much 90 minus 15, because of that extra 15 minutes we took at the beginning, which would be, how much time is that? I don't know. I can't do math. Um,
75, but we've probably lost about 5 of those minutes by now.
yeah, so lots of time for him to complete this seed. Should not be an issue. Knock on wood. I don't want to commentate or curse anything. But so far, this run has been going well for him.
Surely we can't commentators curse this for another 70 minutes.
Surely.
Surely. Like, there's no way, right? Anyway,
we do see Zion's coming up on the stronghold, I believe, here. I think it's right in this ocean. And we should see him start to nav this as well.
Let's see. Some people mentioning in chat variations on 1 cycles. We see both 2 cycles and 0 cycles. I don't know if people have put in time to figure out a 114 0 cycle, but 2 cycles are kind of like the super OG strats.
Yeah, 2 and 3 cycles. There is actually a 0 cycle for 114, and some would argue that it's easier than 1 cycling in this version. Not too many runners actually have learned it. The main runner that I've seen work on it is Camo, and we did see him use it in the open style MTM tourney. So we haven't seen it in this tournament at all. It is, like I said, I don't really think many people have practiced it, but it is really cool to see it when it works out. Pretty much you do waterlog slab 0.
Okay, that's really dank.
Yeah.
That is really dank. For those asking why we have a black screen on the left, we are currently waiting out the result of a 90-minute penalty because Molly G was not found by the time the match had started and was not able to be found 15 minutes after the match had started. So the reason Team Bloodtrail is still going is because we effectively have a 90-minute timer going left for Team Bloodtrail to finish, and not our beloved Okay.
You tried to say 2 things at once, right?
I did,
Yeah.
and it came out weird. Anyway, what should we put on Feinberg's screen?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it blank here. Zion's is almost finished with this run. Knock on wood.
Very
so,
true.
Yeah, it should
Thoughts
be
on double Zions?
Oh no, I think that would be very gay. No, we're not.
Alrighty.
P-Wags.
Portal room for Zions, very nice. Just gonna head straight into the end, not even bothering with these silverfish. Understandable.
Yeah, and gonna see an end enter. We do see him putting his bow into his hotbar here, so we're probably gonna see a half bow here from Zion's, which is nice to see. And
crafting table on the ceiling.
Well, oh yeah, I thought I was gonna see safety bed there, but no, just crafting some extra beds just to be extra safe.
All right, chat is asking for T-Wags. I am sorry to inform you that T-Wags is not in the booth right now, unfortunately.
I think they want T-Wag's stream. Is T-Wag's even live?
T-Wags is not live. What they want is the T-Wags emote to replace the black screen, is what they want.
T-Wag's picture. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Okay. Zion's doing double bucket. Appreciated.
Yeah, Zion's had that extra iron because he didn't craft a shield, so.
True, but that also did cost him a death, so in the end, was it really worth it? Interesting questions. But we do see the half bow coming out. I wonder who taught him that. Let's see. Yeah, they want the emote. I don't know.
If someone
why.
can DM me the
No.
on Discord
Oh, no.
the image file image, or the file of the image in the next like little bit before this ends, I will put it on there. But you have to send it to me because I need to download it and put it onto my OBS. So.
Not giving in to chat. Absolute chaos as we wait for Zion's dragon to perch. Yeah, okay, we are just waiting.
So, anyways, the weather. No,
how's your day been, Nat?
It's been good. I mean, I pretty much just woke up and started restreaming, so nothing too crazy.
I woke up, ate a cookie, and started commentating.
Oh my god, cookies! I had pasta.
Ooh, pasta for
breakfast? Good. Underrated. It's so good. Such a good breakfast.
I was gonna say breakfast, but I don't know what time it was when you woke up. So I was just gonna say meal number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically it was almost lunchtime. It was like 11:30.
I see. Alrighty, we do have perch coming in. Hopefully. And a very clean 4+1 from Zion's as well. That should be the end of the match with interview time.
Yeah, we are only going to have Team Bloodtrail here in the booth. We don't want... I'm just going to switch over to the interview scene. Unfortunately, we don't want Infume in the booth here for this interview in case if Molly has a reasonable reason for not being here for the match, we will let him rerun it async, so we don't want any of his teammates knowing anything about that seed. So we're just going to have Team Bloodtrail here in the booth in just a moment. I am getting a few DMs from people with the image, but it's too late. You missed it. You missed your chance, you guys.
Tragic.
We're already in the interview time, so sorry guys.
Tragic indeed. So we're just waiting on Team Bloodtrail to join us here in the booth, and no, we will not put it on the post match. You can appreciate the post match art.
Yes, exactly.
Oh boy, chat's people rioting.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the runners in here. Hello, runners. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations on what we will assume is probably going to be your victory for you guys. As you guys know, unfortunately, Molly was not here for the match. And pretty much it's a 90-minute forfeit unless he has a good reason for not being here. But let's get right into some questions about the run. We can start with 116. On Matt, what did you think of the seed?
It was so scuffed for me. I mean, I remember the most the travel from the first portal was really not perfect. I just turned the wrong way at the beginning, and I needed to come back because I had no wood for trapdoor and to mine for walls, so that was timeless for me. And this blind portal, I had so many issues because there was drowned shooting at me. And at one point I was really low. I needed to take time, and it didn't even throw a pearl to go back to the nether faster. So that was like maybe an almost a minute timeless because of this drowned with trident just targeting me.
Yeah, we
So
did see that. Some people in chat were suggesting that you should run AA with the Trident. I'm glad you finished out 116 or the NA%. But we
yeah,
did
that was tough.
appreciate
Yeah.
we did appreciate your like interesting double pillar strat to keep yourself hidden. That was well played.
Oh yeah, thanks. I mean, I didn't play this perfectly. I did many mistakes with this trident guy, with my nether routing. Yeah, I wasn't good. So I'm not proud of this seed, but I finished it. So I'm I'm happy. I'm happy because of it.
Very understandable. What about you, Laura? How did 1.7 treat you?
Oh, I think it was good, but my time wasn't that I expected. It was sub 25. How fast
Yeah.
was it?
Sub 25
Yeah,
is
I
right.
believe it was like a 24:30 or somewhere along those lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not my best time. So, the one thing I have, so I felt like it took me a minute to find a flint, so that was slow. And then maybe end fight was the bot
Yeah, but
sign
like
to.
2 minutes plus. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a little bit slow on the tower as well. We saw Infume taking quite a bit of an earlier tower leave, so I think maybe just better spawns, something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is it really it can depend on tower location and a bit of RNG as
And
well.
you Lore had to abandon your first blaze spawner,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because it was scuffed.
Too many spawns.
Yeah, too many spawns, skeletons, strays. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were getting bullied a bit in that fortress. Well, very glad you finished out the seed, even with all of those things in your way. Zayats, how did you feel about 114?
Yeah, the seed was pretty good. 12 gold in the temple and and all, but I think I played it pretty bad. First off, I died, so so it's very bad play for me. Also, I crafted 64 buttons, and also I forgot about doing gold skip and trading first batch of lapis. So yeah, it was very unoptimized for me. I definitely could play it better, but I think that at the end, time is my time is pretty decent. So I'm not very satisfied with my run, but I guess it's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair enough.
no, I'm actually I didn't catch you crafting 64 buttons, so that's a little bit funny.
Neither did
But
I.
yeah.
I feel like every 114 runner does that at some point.
Yeah.
And also the magma cube bullied me
Oh yeah.
while also recovering from my death. And yeah, I was looking for every route possible just not to go there. Also in Stronghold,
Ah,
there was a room where there is a uh, one block gap in the middle, and the two skeletons was there, and also two zombies around. So that's a nope for me, and I went the other way in the Stronghold.
yeah, having an ocean exposed stronghold is tricky because you get so many mobs. And this one seemed kind of difficult to navigate.
Yeah, it was kind of scuffed. A huge lava ravine in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is MCSR without a bit of scuff?
That's true.
Well, congratulations to you guys on the runs. Otherwise, you guys still played well. You know, a few mishaps, but nothing too major or anything like that. We do have another match here in 15 minutes. it is going to be the Team Magnificent 3 versus Cottage Builders. So stick around for that. We're going to be having, I believe it's, Automat is going to be back, and Yugster for
Hello.
commentating that
I'm
match.
gonna be back.
Automat in
Gonna
the
be here with
booth?
you.
OMG.
On the other side.
Another Polska Górą match.
Yes. Gonna be Hofik and Malin, our boys.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I don't know if this would be of interest, but Science, we spent like maybe half of your run trying to figure out how to say your name. If you want to watch the VOD.
Actually, I have a name of, like, it's, you could say Zaya. I have, how do I say it? I have transcribed my name to English,
Oh,
so you
no.
can say Zaya. But actually, if you want to pronounce it correctly, it would be Ziont.
Zions, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was actually really close. So.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, we had
Cool.
chat coaching us on how to pronounce it throughout the run. So
It was, yeah, it was an adventure, but I think.
But yeah, we're gonna jump to an intermission scene here for just a moment, and then we will be back in 15 minutes for the next match. So, congratulations, those runners. Thank you, Murph, for commentating with me.
Thank you, Nat. It was a pleasure. Stick around, chat. We will see you soon.